All right, guys, you know what it do. I have a
What
shirt
it do?
on, but Big Pretty doesn't have a shirt on because he just got done telling me right quick about his UFC stats. Real quick, hit him with it. Your UFC stats, bro.
Striking accuracy, volume, a lot of stuff I rank top 10 in, man. It's just very peculiar. You know what I mean? Like when the fighter, because we're if you look at the history of fighting, we're slaves. It is what it is. We're slaves that get treated nice in society. But it's historical. And it is what it is that we can never stand up for politics or whatever it may be. But then you see like Dana White and all the little cronies, sitting up there in the office of Donald Trump. The hypocrisy is like really real, and and nobody pays attention to it. Nobody really wants to acknowledge it because again, most of society is cowards. It is what it is. It is what
It,
it is. So
it's like you get punished for telling the truth.
oh man, and we're living in that society now. I'm starting to get death threats.
Seriously?
People, yeah, man.
Like DMs and like people like
Yeah, yeah. So anytime you tell the truth, I mean, even on my wall, the guy was talking about something like, the sudden death of, MMA fighter on my last post, talking about the whole pedophilia stuff. If you go read the comments, go read the comments real quick.
what is
You
this
on your
on
phone?
on your Instagram?
Oh yeah,
Like, is it on your last post?
yeah.
Is it the Love is for Love Pride one?
Oh no,
That,
yeah, yeah, that one, yeah, 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 yeah.
okay, so I'm on it right now. Oh, the video you thing you did, right?
Yeah, look at the comments.
All
Like the
right.
DMs, I'll never really relinquish because I don't want to give those people any type of light.
All right, so I'm looking through some comments right now. Straight facts, preach, facts. Is it still there? You think?
Yeah, I don't erase it.
Let me see here. I'm looking through it right now. The days of Noah, let the games begin. I don't really see it. I think, are you sure they didn't take it off?
Oh, I didn't take it off. Maybe they did.
They probably deleted it, bro. Yeah, I'm looking through. I don't see it.
Oh, they took it off. Then. Yeah, when I was talking about like the sudden death of MMA fighters, it's like, so what makes you say that? I tried to get to the bottom of that whole situation, and the guy was so afraid to to uh to engage with me.
So he took it off. That's
He
what
took it off.
happened.
Yeah.
So as soon as you called him out and he took it off.
Yep. Yep.
Man,
What guy moves around during the podcast on Thug Life, bro?
that's how you do it. And I was gonna ask you, bro, have you had a chance to see what Joe Rogan's new setup looks like?
No.
Oh man, dude, I don't like it. So it's like I can't. I used to watch it here and there. Like if I see somebody who I like that's on the show, it's like a red background. Whenever
Uh-huh.
you get a chance, just go on there and say Joe Rogan and just glance. You don't even have to watch it. You could just see the thumbnail. It's terrible, bro.
Yeah, if it's all red, he's telling you what he is. I mean, the thing about these guys is they all know the real truth, and the real truth is coming out. Right now. I've been going, talking to a geneticist, and getting to the root of who quote unquote black people are. And if you look at a lot of black people's blood, a lot of the traits that we have are come from the countries that possessed us at one time. So a lot of our blood has Egyptian, a lot of our blood has like Assyrian, Persian, Roman. And they won't say Roman, they'll say European. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like we have
Yeah,
traces of blood from everywhere that conquered us, that
yeah, of
had us
course.
in enslavement.
Yeah,
And like these are like proofs that they don't want people to actually put two and two together. Because pretty soon here, when people really start waking up to the reality of what's going on, the people that are in power are going to start getting terrified. That's what's going to happen, because what's going to happen is society is going to realize that their number one enemy is not like a quote unquote black person to a white person. That's not really the enemy. The enemy is the people that are making the laws and creating the narratives. Those are the people who are the true enemies.
Man, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy right now, man. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last podcast we did, but like all the big podcasts, like they're completely changing or they're ending.
Of course,
All of them, bro.
They don't have the truth. These people like Joe Rogan, a lot of these dudes, they don't possess the truth. It's kind of like when you watch. Go to your history right now. Like, go online and search like history, quote unquote, world history. Who's telling the history? White guy.
Yeah.
Period. Right? He can be in Tanzania. He could be in Africa. He could be in Australia. He could be in Mexico. He could be anywhere, and he's telling the history of that people. That day is about to be over. A lot of these people don't have the truth. That's just a reality, man. They don't have the truth because God didn't give it to them. That's
it. It's really comes from the perspective of whoever lives in the modern Babylon, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Whatever perspective comes from their mind, what they want to tell you.
Exactly.
Right? It goes for almost anything, right?
Yeah, a lot of no research. A lot of people just, going off of their point of views. They're not going off of research. They're not going off of, because everybody's trying to create this narrative. And the narrative that's been created, especially in America, is how do I put sugar or frosting on top of the shit cake of colonization?
Well, here's one for you. So California, for example.
Oh,
right?
my goodness.
You ready?
Oh,
you ready?
Oh, my goodness.
Ready? San Diego, San Mateo, San Jose.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, how come there was never, if you go in the history book or whatever, or somebody who's trying to teach you a history class, or just like California history or something like that, how come they never told students, or they don't tell us? They'll go over it briefly, right? They'll go over it briefly. But how is it that a lot of those cities, like in California, for instance, have all these Spanish names?
Exactly.
And all these Mexicans are like spread all the way throughout it. They know they've been there for a long ass time. How come they're not telling the whole story?
They can't, because again, it'll cause a rebellion, and that's like literally the enemies are the people who write, who are the politicians. Those are the enemies, and the people who have wrote narratives. So history is included in that narrative. So all these if we were being totally fair, what should happen is that every single history teacher should be rounded up and arrested. Period. Right? Because a lot of them know what happens when you when you lead people. That's what they call it. Not extortion, but it's called fraud. Not what's the word for it? Is this fraud?
Yeah, frauds. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fraud, but there's another word for it, right? But you're literally leading people astray, and we've been doing it as a society, right? Like
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, at this point, who's ever teaching history class is like, they're just following what what they were told. You know what I mean?
A clown. That motherfucker's a clown waiting for a paycheck. Right? That's it. A clown waiting for a paycheck.
They're just following what they're supposed to.
That's it.
It's like, do you really believe what you're teaching?
Not at all. They don't. You know they don't. It's because it's literally like propaganda. Everything is like propaganda, like wartime propaganda. Because whether the citizens realize it or not, they've been at war with us, especially Mexicans,
Yeah.
quote unquote blacks, right?
Yeah.
The real Native Americans, right? They've been at war with us because they have to stay in perpetual war with us to keep us and hold us down. Obviously. And there's no more denying this. And these are the truths that are they're already surfacing because we're seeing it now in society. We're literally seeing it. Have you heard of a sundown town?
No. Uh-uh.
Haha! Everybody go look up a sundown town. For all you motherfuckers who say racism is not real, prove it. Go look up sundown towns.
What is it?
Sundown is basically where when the sun goes down
Yeah.
in that town, if you got color and melanin, your ass better not be in town.
Huh. Wow. So if they catch you out, you get arrested and shit, or what?
Arrested? What?
You said what?
Your ass gonna end up behind a Ford F-150.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is real. This kind of stuff is real. It's time for people to stop denying the reality. The reality is niggas is hung, niggas is killed, murdered, massacred, genocided throughout the years, whether it be from violence, like real interpersonal violence, or poisoning our food, poisoning our water in our communities, right? These type of things have been occurring. And it happens on Indian reservations. And it happens in every inner city. In every inner city, who shares the inner city with black people, usually? Mexicans.
A lot of times, yeah.
Right? Low income whites. So this is not like a black or white thing. This is a poor thing, really, too.
Yeah.
Poverty.
What's that city in Michigan? Flint?
Flint. Yeah.
How is it that water's so bad over there, bro? You're telling me they can't fix that?
You see what I'm saying?
You telling
see
me they
what I'm
can't
saying?
fix that, bro? Like with all the technology?
You see
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
dude.
Kids are getting cancer. Kids are dying. You know what I'm saying? And again, nobody's saying nothing.
That's horrible, man.
And these sins will be repaid in full. These sins will be repaid in full. 100%.
They ain't ready.
These are exactly. No, they're not. They're hiding. There's only been one people that have not received justice. One people. And I'll let you guess that. Not you, but like in general.
Yeah.
People out there, they should be able to put two and two together. There's only been one people who have not received justice for the sins of their forefathers. And their continual sin. Continual. We just named poisoning, right? With all this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
People always ask me what white privilege is. What do you think white privilege is?
Go ahead. I'll let you do this one.
No, just guess. Like, what's your opinion? You know, it's never white privilege. You're not going to be wrong. But what's your view on white privilege?
You just have advantages in almost anything. I guess as long as you don't live in those type of areas you just mentioned, like just in general. There's places you could go, whether it's for a job or whatever it is that you're doing. Like if you're black, there's just gonna be an automatic way they look at you, just no matter what. But if you're white, oh, okay, they'll give you. It's almost like a bonus.
Yeah.
Not everywhere, but it does. It does exist, man. I know. I've know like some people like don't even know I'm Mexican, but I still get the well, what is he
Yeah.
type looks. You could just tell. You don't have to say
I'm like,
nothing,
I'm
bro.
white. I'm white like you. That's what I mean. If I were you, I mean, I'm white.
That's
Yeah.
funny,
Tell me
bro.
all your secrets. Nah, white privilege in elementary. To explain it elementarily, white privilege is the fact that and this is truth, that white people can walk planet Earth, especially in America, and not get their ass whooped for walking down the street for the fact that they stole this land, they're on stolen property, and they have the audacity to say, get the hell out of my country. So white privilege is the mindset that is created from not receiving justice for the sins of your forefather. So then it becomes compounded over generations, right? So now they're arrogant. It's created a sense of arrogance. So the privilege is that, it literally, they walk down the street safely. That's the privilege.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have, again, I keep releasing, it's crazy because I have to speak in meme now, right? I can't just speak to people like this anymore, right? Because most people are literally retarded. So you have to like put it in meme form so people understand it, right? But I say that whatever has been done and how people respond, because every kingdom falls.
Yeah.
Right? History proves that.
Everyone.
Every one of them falls. And when this one falls, how the people whose great grandfathers oppressed, how they respond and how they act in these days will be the same way they're treated. Period. Period. Right?
It's crazy, bro.
Because white people are not the majority. This is a fact.
You think all the numbers are wrong?
No. So what happens is all the people who are supposed to be united,
Yeah.
they give us all these different labels to divide us.
Yeah.
So instead of saying, hey, bro, we're cousins. Nah, you a nigga, you a Mexican. You fight for that flag, you fight for that flag. But in reality, we used to be under the same flag. So if Brown unites, what happens?
It's not minority anymore.
Exactly. Right? Because all white people can come together as one, right? That's why they have the gene white. That's why they say white. Because if you're white, you can be what? European.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them. They're all under one umbrella. Under one umbrella.
It's a mind fuck.
Yeah.
You just gotta stop wanting to be fucked. Because this Medusi would make you end up in. Yeah, man, they got us. They got society.
Crazy.
People don't even realize it. They got them. They got them. People don't listen.
Nah, bro. Nobody listens. It's like I barely have any patience to tell anybody anything, especially somebody who has like an opinion that opposes me.
Oh yeah.
I know there's just certain people that I can't even talk to. It's just a waste of energy, bro.
Especially because they bring no facts.
They just bring
People bring no
emotion.
facts.
They bring emotion and anger, bro. Like I could
Yeah,
talk like this. I could talk like this. To them. Okay, I could be like, all right, let's have this discussion and let's talk like this same tone right now. When you talk,
yeah,
I won't interrupt you, and then when
yeah,
I talk, just don't interrupt me. I'm not gonna attack you.
yeah,
I'm just gonna state facts on why I feel the way that they can't do it, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They can't.
I can't even talk to my own mom like that. I've tried. But I say, okay, I'm gonna talk like this, and here's why I feel, and then and she doesn't let me do it. So I'm like,
I keep.
I'm not.
So your mom's political, obviously.
No, no, no. She's not. She's not. It's just a whole bunch of like bad shit that happened over money and
Yeah,
stuff that she told other people that's not true, or she told them like 20% of the story,
yeah,
and then because it comes back around to me, people say, "Oh yeah, so and so said this," or they said this, and like, and it came from my mom, and then people sending me like even my own mom sent me like a screenshot of somebody saying something about me. And it's like that sounds exactly like something my mom would say. So I mean, she said saying something
yeah.
about me, and then she sent me the screenshot of what they said about. The only way they're gonna know that is if you're talking about me.
Exactly,
And then so when I try
exactly.
to have a discussion like this, can't.
Yeah, we're in a whole other different day and age, man. We're in a whole other day and age, man. Like and it says in the last days that mother should be
Yeah,
against daughter,
yeah,
father should be. That's literally what's going on right now for whenever a lot of people. I got my
yeah,
own sister. I mean, I don't talk to my mom because, you know, my mom harbors a lot of hate because I ended up in this situation in life. Being quote unquote prosperous, have wisdom, yada yada yada.
hmm,
And I didn't grow up with her. I grew up in a foster care system. So
yeah.
you know, so like she harbors a lot of pain that I've already forgiven her for, but now she needs to forgive herself.
That's
Right?
same thing with my mom, bro.
Yep. My mom smokes like two packs of cigarettes a day, drinks wine every day, and you know what I'm saying? Just alcohol and alcoholic and all kinds of shit like that. So you know, that's you need that's a sign that you need to forgive yourself, right? But
Yeah,
it's crazy in this society that's deemed as normal. If you can function, it's like whatever.
same exact thing, man. Same
Yeah, it's
exact
sad.
thing.
It's sad, bro, because we're at this point in society where the truth is just so apparent. And like I don't know if you saw that meme I put. When people refuse to acknowledge the truth, Satan be like, "I'll take the wheel from here." Right? That's literally
Yeah,
how it goes. When you don't want to see truth, acknowledge truth, stand up for truth, speak for truth, the devil's like, "That's my opening. Thank you."
it's like this. Yeah,
Yeah,
gotcha.
gotcha.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. You, like you can't even you can't even have a debate against people, man. You can't.
No.
I don't even. That's why I don't even. You could tell sometimes what somebody's trying to do. Like if you put a post like on Facebook and somebody leaves a certain comment, you know what they're trying to do. They're trying to
Yeah.
get you. They're trying to start an argument with you.
Yeah, and if they can get you as far off the topic as possible,
Yeah,
because again, if a person wants to argue, it's usually because they don't know anything really about the topic. Like
that's it.
literally, they don't know. They don't know.
It should never
So,
be an argument, though. That's the whole point.
exactly. So I don't argue anybody. Either I teach or I learn.
Yeah, right.
Right? Like so, if I'm not learning from you, then we're not talking. And if I'm not teaching, then I'm not talking because I'm not going to sit here and argue. Not anymore. A year ago, they used to get me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because be like, oh, yeah, no, you're wrong. And I put all the facts, but then I start realizing, wait a minute. Number one, these people don't care about the facts.
they just go like that every
Number,
time. Every time you talk, they're just going like this.
yeah, yeah. So you see what I post now. Now I just post empirical truths,
Yeah,
and you see the difference in responses.
and then when they try to just keep going, then you hit them with the Bible verse, huh?
That's it. We're done. Because the Bible says, never join a fool in his folly.
Yeah.
So meaning you never join a fool in his foolishness.
Yeah.
Never.
Never.
I don't do that. So a person is acting like a foolish or saying something that's, literally retarded. All right, bro, you got it, man. Hey, I ain't got no pride. You want to win? I tell you want to win, you won.
And that makes you feel better. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes you feel better. You won, bro.
I think that makes them more. That makes them more mad.
Oh, fuck it.
Well, the thing is, it go when you do that, it goes like this. They go, right?
Yeah.
Man,
we live in a society now where people are going to have to really start seeing, or the truth is becoming so apparent now, man. Like it literally cannot be denied anymore. People, they try to deny the truth. They try to say things are not real, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But all the facts are coming out, even to the people who refuse to do the research, because now it's hitting them right over the head. Now you have Fox News saying that the coronavirus was made in the lab. You have CNN saying the same thing. But people are so fixated now on, I have to follow rules. I have to. They remember, it only takes, I think it's 30 or 40 or 30 days to create a habit.
Yeah.
I think it's 40 days. Is that crazy? 40 days?
4 days, 40 nights. 40 days, 40 nights. Rain.
Think about that. So it takes 40 days to create a habit. 30 or 40 days. I believe it's 40 though. And so after 40 days, it becomes habit. So now it's become habitual for most of society to wear masks, to follow the protocol, to be, blind goats. They're not sheep, they're goats. And now they're just following along to anything, and they're going to be led to their slaughter.
Man. What do you think the next thing that's going to happen? I mean, before the end of the year, you think something's going to happen?
So the reality is this. The reality is that it doesn't matter who wins. There's going to be uprising. So if Biden wins, the Trumpers are going to say what? They're going to burn this country down because they're going to say that Trump was cheated.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Max, yeah.
To the max, like we've never seen before.
This is like a little warm-up. This is a little warm-up that they did.
I'm talking about white people with pitchforks. We're not going to take it. And if you watch a lot of stuff that's on TV right now, it's all about anarchy.
Yeah.
Anarchy and pedophilia.
Yes.
All right. But if Trump wins, they're going to be empowered. That is so fucking dangerous to have these people with their pitchforks that are actually empowered. And you think sundown towns is a reality? Imagine what happens when these people truly come to power.
It's not going to be safe regardless, bro.
No matter who you are. If you're white, because remember, they're already shooting cops.
I've been seeing more and more of this shit, dude. More and more of it.
Yeah, they're shooting cops now. They're literally shooting cops, like literally. And again, a thing is number one, the first person who shot the cop in L.A., he didn't have, we don't have his face. The white guy who just shot cops, you saw that one?
Yeah, I did.
In the car?
Yeah.
Where's Blue Lives Matter at? How come they never made a comment on that? Because it's a white guy that goes against their narrative.
Crazy, bro.
We're in for a a real treat coming up soon, man. And people don't realize it, is that what's coming up next is total anarchy. The purge. And it's going to be the people who have versus the people who don't. Right? Because if you have a gun, you can protect yourself. If you're one of those dummies who don't have a gun, then whatever resources you have, the person with the gun has now. Because all the time in every society, especially at the fall of societies, because I've already explained that Trump is the waster, right?
Yeah.
Is you have to go look up the Georgia Guidestones. We're just going to get back to the equilibrium of this world. And that's literally the process that a lot of these globalists are putting us in right now. Everybody go look up Georgia Guidestones. Georgia Guidestones. I'm sorry, I'm really allergic to my dog, man.
Oh yeah?
But I'm so allergic to this motherfucker, man. This is crazy. He's getting bigger now, so I got like the hair. So we have to constantly clean now because this dude's hair is just everywhere and it fucks me up so bad.
Damn.
Fucks me up, bro. So I might have to film in my car or something because this is crazy. I mean, I could deal with it usually. But let me show you something. Hold on. So like twice a day now, I love the guy, so I'm not gonna get rid of him, but I gotta like use the nasal spray and so that shit just starts leaking out of me. That's when I pump that spray shit. Yeah, man, fucking dogs, man. So one of my dogs is like hyperallergenic, and usually they say, you know, when a dog starts to shed and stuff,
yeah,
it takes like, 6 months or so for your senses to get used to them.
Okay.
If you are allergic.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like in the 4th month.
Ooh.
Fucking killing me, man.
Shit.
So, but yeah. So everybody look up the Georgia Guidestones. That's really, really important. The Georgia Guidestones is really important because, once you start doing research, have you done research on that yet? Did you look
I haven't looked
into
at
that?
it. Nope. I got to do it too.
Yeah, look that up, man, because it's gonna show a lot because it talks about how you want to keep the earth in a perpetual rhythm, and so you don't want to have over 500 million people on Earth, because we all know right now what's going on is they're starting to create fake food. They're creating fake food because the natural food on Earth cannot sustain us anymore.
No.
It cannot. That's a fact. So they have to start making fake stuff, and everything that is real is going to start being, for a real thing of lettuce is going to go from $1 a head to $25 a head within the next few months. That's how you know when the real stuff starts to become exorbitantly expensive. That's how you know how much in famine you truly are. But they'll give you a lab-grown burger for 2 for $1. Right? It's about to start getting that like that. And people need to start paying attention because we're already in a famine. California burning down. California is a producer of exorbitant amount of produce, and it's on fire. So boom, there goes that produce for next month. They're not talking about this stuff. It's because they can't talk to you about it, because if they talk to you about it, it'll create panic.
Man, when I was in Huntington Beach, you know how nice Huntington Beach is, right?
Crazy, yeah.
So we went to the beach to film some stuff, and we're literally 1 block away from the beach. And you know how the wind that comes from the ocean, the air that comes from the ocean usually cleans up whatever, right? Because you're by the ocean.
Yeah.
Bro, there was small little pieces of ashes on all the cars, bro. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Yeah.
And they'll minimize it. They'll say that it's, somebody started it from a firework. Get the fudge out of here, man.
No.
Are people that stupid, bro? You can't be that stupid, right? Because there's a few things that happen. We know they started it, right? Because we know, first of all, we know God started it, but we know who he uses for for mass devastation, he always uses the white man or the Arab man. Always. For everything that is destruction. The Arab man is literally bleeding out the earth. Literally bleed, because that's what happens when you take oil out of the ground. Oil is literally Earth's blood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the Arabs are literally bleeding the earth dry. Literally. And we know throughout society who has been used as the tool of colonization. That has been the white man. These are just facts. And please do not get offended at facts. If facts offend you, if you're insecure of the truth, you need to get over your ancestral guilt and shame while I continue to help my people get over their ancestral trauma with truth.
Yeah.
Right? Because and that's really what it is. That's the battle right now. You know, so the truth is white people, you know, they've done, their ancestors have done some evil stuff and they're continuously doing evil stuff. But until people are brave enough to say things for how they truly are, nothing will ever change. The PC culture is gone. The PC culture allowed it to get to now, to here. They use fear, and I don't have no fear. Right? So, you know, it's time to start getting to conclusions. But that whole thing you talk about with the fire, come on, man, no fireworks started that. But what they do is they want to burn down the natural resources because a lot of those forests have what in them? Herbs.
Yeah.
Right? They do the same thing in the Amazon. Herbs, medicines, all kinds of stuff that is natural. You know, remember, everything that is unnatural, that's what these people stand for. All those trees are used for what? To help people breathe.
Breathe, yeah. You need that. You need it.
Those are our lungs. And they're burning down.
A lot
of
it.
Yeah, the blood in the lungs, these people burn down.
Crazy shit.
What's going to happen? The earth could not sustain itself after a while.
No.
It's going to have to come into a balance. Right?
There's too many there's too many people and they're purposely burning the resources.
Boom.
So what does that do? It forces people to die. So there's less people. So
and it forces people to rebel. Yep.
And they start killing each other.
Yeah. Boom.
Let them kill themselves to do our work for us.
Yep. Yep.
It's coming, bro.
So that's what I was talking. Yeah. That's why they're definitely afraid of people waking up and start to fight them. So they're going to continuously push us against each other.
Damn, bro. Hey, what do they show us all the time in Hollywood movies? What's going to happen, right?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
What movie came out not long ago? The Purge, bro.
The Purge, exactly. They're not playing, man. They don't play.
It's every time, bro. It's every time.
I'm watching a show right now. So I watched a few shows. So if you look up what a Philistine is, a Philistine, which is an actual place by Israel, it's just like a spiritualist person. Like that's the actual, besides it being a place, to describe the people of that place, it's a spiritual people. The Amalekites, who were real people, biblical people, and it's actually a real place. You know, their forefather is Amalek. They said to be like shapeshifters and shit, man. So when you watch all these movies, because who are the people who are still walking the earth today, according to the Bible? Cain, because he has the mark of Cain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody can fuck with him.
Mm-mm.
Nobody can kill him. You can't fuck with him. Because God said, listen, motherfucker, you gonna see everything until the end, then I'm gonna fucking destroy you. right? Cain, and I believe it's Peter, I believe. Right? So Cain, when you see these shows about vampires, witches, warlocks and shit,
A lot of it now, dude. A lot of it.
And wolves, right? Yeah. So vampires can be Cain. He's immortal. Or the line of Cain. Could be. I'm talking about like all this stuff. Like just a few months ago, so 3 years ago, if you go check, I was talking about UFOs. They're the chariots of God. Everybody, no, these were conspiracy theories. No. But now, somebody came the other day, man. Did you hear what Rogan said, man? Rogan said there's chariots, and I go like this: "Fuck you."
Because they listen to him, we're gonna listen to you.
Exactly.
You already said it a long time ago, bro.
Because it's the complexion. It's the complexion.
Damn, dude.
Right? So the thing is these they didn't just get vampires, werewolves, and witches from nowhere. We know that there's witches.
Yeah, there is.
We know there's witches. Because the Bible talks about witches too. So is it really out of the scope of logic to assume that there's really vampires and that there's really werewolves?
No, that's not, bro. There's real quick, bro. This apartment complex I used to live in LA. There's this girl that used to live across from me, and I went out to a bar with a couple of friends, and I ended up seeing her there. And she was talking to a group of people, and she had a real like a dark aura around her, bro. Like I won't say she was evil, but like if evil's around, she's so like subject to it. Does that make sense?
100%.
Because she's not. You could just tell, bro. Like she'd be open to it. Like she'd be easy manipulated. You know. Well, anyways, the next day, I saw her and I was like, "So, what time did you get home last night?" Because I saw her. She was at the bar, and she was like, "Oh, see that guy I was talking to in the parking lot?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, what happened with that?" Haha. And she goes, "I think it was like a warlock or something." And I went, "Well," I go, "What happened?" And she goes, she was talking about something about how she locked her keys in the car or something like that. And she couldn't find her keys. And then she said she was standing outside of the car or something like that. And then he told her, go open the door to your car. Like she said, she didn't even see him do nothing. He was standing right. The door. She got the door open to her car. Like didn't do nothing, bro.
It's all real. So
it's a real, bro. It's a real thing.
Abracadabra just means like let it be done, right? And so that's in Hebrew. So now Hollywood means what?
Like the definition of Hollywood?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. What does it mean in Hebrew?
Holy wood, or that shit that Harry Potter had, holy wand. Okay. So what is it called when a witch or warlock does a spell?
I don't know. What's the definition?
It's called casting.
Yeah.
They're casting a spell.
Hollywood casting movies.
Yeah. So what do they call it when you cast to a whole bunch of people?
A production.
Broadcasting.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Right? So it's all based on witchcraft. That's
crazy. I didn't even think about that, bro.
And every time you get a movie or a rap CD or whatever, they always pray over it evil, right? Because you got to look, even like Cardi B. Even Cardi B said that even her song WAP, she won't even let her own daughter listen to it.
She said that?
Look it up. But your daughter can. Everybody else's daughter can. Because the bitch is evil. She's probably a witch.
Yes. Bro,
But
people
yeah,
don't understand the power of your words, bro. And then
yeah,
what you're listening to.
yeah.
People don't think it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, first there's the word. The word is uh, utterly important. Like the tongue is more powerful than a fist.
Oh yeah.
So and this is something that a lot of people have to get. They're literally brainwashing our people.
A lot of
And
people are
if
I would say a lot of
go ahead.
people are quick to do like the new age stuff, like say it and like believe it, achieve it, right? Right? They'll
Yeah,
follow that. But then somebody who talks to them about the Bible, they think that's fake. What are you talking about, dude? How come you believe that? The words that you're saying, but you don't
yeah,
believe other words in that thing that's been around for who knows how long?
thousands of years. So when I talk to that geneticist who fellowships, wrote books, has a close relationship with Oxford and other universities. And, she knows a lot about a lot of stuff, genetics wise, talking about the sand people, SAN people. Go look that up. They're
Mm-hmm.
one of the original tribes in Africa. And, she knows a lot. But then when I started to read to her the Bible,
Yeah.
because she says she's heard the Bible before, but she's never heard it, coming from,
Yeah.
a person who, it is what it
Knows it.
is.
Yeah.
I was given the understanding, and it just put together the pieces of the puzzle that she was missing with all her science. Because at first she tried to start off the conversation by saying that the Bible was written by man. So I say, yeah, but your book is written by a woman, and you read books that are written by man, and you read books. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can't contradict ourselves. This book was just written by holy men. A lot of books that you read are written by worldly men. There's a difference. Then I started to name to her some of the prophecies. Start to tell her to them. Read them out of book prophecies that have already happened, that were written before they happened. And I say, well, you show me a book like this.
All right.
Or you show me a book where a lot of stuff that these scientists say, a lot of it is biblical.
They just twist it and they claim it for themselves.
They twist it. My man. That's exactly what it is.
That's what they do, bro. And the thing is, people that you tell the stuff they don't want to believe you when you talk about the Bible, they only want to believe what they can see in front of their face. Well,
Yes.
obviously, like, probably not going to see Jesus walking down the street and him saying, "Hey, I wrote that," or "This is from the Word of God."
Yeah.
That I passed on. They're not going to see, probably not going to see him, so they're not going to believe that. But they're going to believe this other book because some dude that they've either seen or, oh yeah, that's my ancestor wrote that. That it's true because it's a real person that like I've seen. My dad's met him or whatever, right?
Yeah. 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 It's different, man. So we're about to get to that age where people are just like, in the last days, it says that there's going to be a famine of the word. And only like the real prophets of God are going to be able to speak it. Because there's going to be a famine. Literally, there's going to be a famine of the word.
There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be tricked.
Tricked. There you go. There are a lot of people that be tricked. And they're going to be, like I said the last podcast, there's going to be people that are begging to hear the truth of the Bible, of the word. Begging. Oh my God, why are these locusts keep attacking me? Oh my God, can you help me? No, I can't help you. Right? You had your chance.
Hey, why are all these frogs going everywhere? Hey, right?
Yeah, bro. And then finally, people wake up. But that's like being in the middle of getting your head chopped off to say, no, I repent now. That's not the way God works.
No.
He's merciful. He's merciful. But he's also fair. Right?
Yeah.
And so when you reap what you sow. And if you don't repent, you know, it is what it is. But all
Man.
right, man.
Hey, real quick though, real
Next
quick.
week, we should have her on. We should have the geneticist on next week.
Get her on, bro. Real quick, I
I
was gonna
already
ask
asked her.
you.
I'm waiting for her answer.
Yeah, let me know. Covington and Woodley, bro. Any final things, real quick? I know we got it to the very end.
I mean, I don't really like Covington at all, but I think that it's just, it's kind of like that whole Mayweather Pacquiao type thing. Mayweather waited till Pacquiao was,
That way
old,
past.
and yeah, way past his prime. And I feel and I think that that's exactly what Covington is doing. It's a smart move by Covington to keep it real. Like, he won't fight Masvidal right now,
Yeah.
right? But he'll fight Woodley, because Woodley is just because even though Woodley's on that losing streak, Woodley is still Woodley. He still has a big name, yada yada yada. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful business move. But I have to give it to Covington.
Yeah, I say two rounds.
Maybe by flawless victory.
I say 2 rounds to 1. I think the first round, Woodley might take it.
Is that a 5-round fight?
Is it a 5 round? I'm not
I think
sure.
it's a main event. Yeah, it's a main event.
Okay, okay. So I'm gonna say, bro, 4 rounds to 1.
4 rounds to 1, I think so, or maybe ending a TKO.
I think by 4th round, Woodley is gonna be all the way gassed done.
Yeah, man.
All the way gassed done.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think he might come out and I think he might come out the first round, and just fighting with little motivation, but he's just not gonna have it in the gas tank, bro.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Woodley would have mopped the floor with him, bro.
Oh, terrible. Terrible. It would have been terrible for him. But right now, he just doesn't have that confidence that he used to have.
You could see it. You could literally see it, bro. He doesn't care much about fighting anymore.
Yeah, that's what happens. All respect to Woodley, because I never like to talk down about my brothers. But, remember, he started off, everything was, Jesus, 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 and, you know what I'm saying? And everything was, try to be Muhammad Ali, which I respect.
Mm-hmm.
But he made a choice. And then that choice led him into being a commentator and led him to having more stuff. And anytime, I know from personal experience that anytime you get more stuff, it doesn't matter how great you are, it's because you sold your soul. Right? They will never let Muhammad Ali be a commentator in his prime or in those days. Hell no. So he went from being, let me talk about my people and help my people, to, making rap songs that were degrading our women, and you know what I mean? So he literally sold out.
Damn.
Right in front of our faces. And people don't see it. And that could be a punishment for losing. That could be a punishment God put, you know what I mean? Again, God is great, so I hope and I wish that that he wins this fight, but as the other fights have looked, it seems like he has no chance in this fight, to be real.
Damn, it's gonna suck, bro. It's gonna happen. Can you imagine if there was fans that were allowed to watch this? How many fights there'd be in the audience? Can you imagine?
Yeah, crazy. But I just don't see him. I don't. I mean, my heart wants him to win, but my common sense says, get the fuck out of here, Hart. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's sad because they're doing it right now on purpose in society to have this fight. And I don't think Woodley sees it for how he's a fighter. He doesn't understand that how they're going to try to promote this, how they're going to try to, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be emotionally charged. Cody's going to be, what the fuck that other kid name is going to be emotionally charged. But that guy has more in the gas tank still.
He does, bro.
And for society at this point, this is going to be one of those major times in society. and he doesn't know that he's negatively, once again, if he loses, what that really means. That puts Cody right back, or what's his name?
Colby.
Kobe, right back in a position, right, where when he wins, he's title shot next, no matter what. Because he beat an ex-champion. He beat an ex-champion. But then it's just the rhetoric that's going to be behind this.
He's going to talk so much shit, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude.
So we don't see things for how they really are. And, yeah, so Woodley better win. That's why I want him to win, but I just don't see it.
Me neither, bro. Shit.
But all right, brother.
All right, man. Go ahead and try to ask your gym or whatever we want to come through.
For sure. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. I'm gonna ask them. I'll see today.
Cool.
But everybody out there, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that shiznit.
Because we tell the truth.
Willis FightMike out.
Peace.